Welcome to a special edition of Students First. I'm Patricia Mason. Today I will be your host and we'll be discussing the Rochester Step-Off Educational Foundation. And we have Thaddeus Price, the program coordinator, to help us understand what this program is about. Hi, Thaddeus.
Hi, Patricia. How are you?
I'm pretty good.
Good to be here.
Good. First of all, why don't you tell us what exactly is the Rochester Step-Off Educational Foundation?
The Rochester Step-Off Educational Foundation is a small nonprofit program located here in Rochester that supports an academic enhancement and cultural development program for middle and high school students.
Okay. What is stepping?
Stepping finds its roots in the African boot dance. It goes way back to slavery days. It became popularized by the historical black colleges and universities and the black Greek letter organizations.
Okay. And how do students get involved with the program?
Currently we have 26 programs, 26 teams in middle and high schools around Monroe County. If there's an interest in the school, usually there's an advisor who holds meetings and kids go to the meetings and then develop a team from there.
Okay. And what do students usually need to do to join? Can they just say, I want to join the program, or what, is there any specific things they need to do?
The program is open to any student in any middle or high school in Monroe County who wants to join. However, to be a part of the program, the students have to maintain a particular grade point average. They have to participate in community service, and each team has to also find a community partner.
Okay. When students are a part of the program, what do you find that they may like best about being a part of Rochester Step-Off?
Students like to step. The reason why it's the Rochester Step-Off is because that's what the students like to do. They find a keen interest in stepping. We run an academic enhancement program that uses STEP as a catalyst to reach the students. But if the kids wanted to do something else, we do something else with them too.
Okay. What are some of the benefits for students who participate in this program?
I believe our program makes students, makes very well-rounded students, because we have the academic component that focuses on the grades. We have the community service program that focuses on giving back to your community. And we also have the community partner program, which gives students a chance to partner with adults and other community organizations. So I think that's the best thing about the program, that we develop well-rounded, academically sound students.
Okay. And what are some of the successes of the program?
Some of the successes of the program. Well, currently we're in our 10th year. We're celebrating our 10th anniversary this year in 2004. Last year we had 24 seniors who graduated from our program. This year we're anticipating about 40 seniors graduating from our program. To date, we've given out about over $67,000 in scholarships over the years.
Wow, that's great. So does that mean seniors who graduate from the program, they automatically get a scholarship, or they get?
If there's seniors in the program and they make it through the program and to the end of the program and through the event, then they're guaranteed to receive a scholarship for their participation in the program.
That's great. How is your program funded?
Action for a Better Community, United Way, Quad A, the City of Rochester, and also private donations.
That's great. And lastly, what exactly is your role with Rochester Step-Off?
I'm the program coordinator for Rochester Step-Off, and basically what that means is that I'm responsible for every team that comes under our umbrella, making sure that they have everything that they need to succeed academically. I set up community service events and plan events for them and shows. I do quite a few different things, actually.
Actually, Thaddeus, I do have one more question. I understand that there's this big event that's going to happen. Tell me more about that.
Yes, Patricia. Each year our program culminates in June with our annual event. It's the Rochester Step-Off. It's one of the largest youth-centered events in Rochester. This year is our 10th anniversary, so we're going to do it really big. And it's going to be on June 12th at the Blue Cross Arena.
And how many students usually participate in that particular event?
We've got space for about 16 teams, which equals out to be about 300 students.
Okay.
So there'll be about 300 students on hand to showcase their talent and compete for trophies.
And I understand you usually have a packed house in the Blue Cross Arena.
Yes, ma'am. We try to sell it out every year. Like I said, the Rochester Step Off is one of the largest youth-centered events in Rochester. Each year we bring roughly 10,000 people to the Blue Cross Arena to see our kids showcase their talent.
And Thaddeus, if individuals would like more information about Rochester Step Off programs, how to get involved or volunteer, how do they do that?
If anybody wants to get more information about the program, they can contact me personally, Thaddeus Price, at 325-5116, extension 4518, or they can visit us on the web at www.rochesterstepoff.org.
Thank you, Thaddeus. We're going to take a short break, and when we return, we'll be talking to students who participate in the Rochester Step Off program as well as a volunteer advisor. Stay with us. Welcome back to a special edition of Students First. Earlier in the segment, we were talking to Thaddeus Price from the Rochester Step Off Educational Foundation. If you'd like more information, you can contact Thaddeus at www.rochesterstepoff.org. Now we are joined with an advisor and some steppers from Thomas Jefferson High School. I have Miss Wood, who is a math teacher, but also volunteers her time to advise the step team at Jefferson. I have Jelena, who is an 8th grader who has been with the step team for 2 years now. I have Anthony, who is a 9th grader who has also been with the team for 2 years. And then we have Turquase, who is also a 2-year student and an 8th grader at Jefferson High School. Welcome. First of all, I would like to ask one of the students, Jelena, why did you join the Rochester Step Off program?
Because I have been stepping since I was in the 5th grade, and it's something I enjoy doing.
Okay, thank you. Anthony, why did you join Step Off?
Because it helps me control some of my fears, and we could do lots of things with other teams.
And Turquase, what do you like best about being on the step team?
To help me keep my grades up and let people see what I can do.
Okay, great. Ms. Wood, I understand that you volunteer your time to advise one of the step teams.
Yes.
What exactly are your responsibilities in that area?
Yes. Well, as an advisor, I have many responsibilities, such as keeping up with report cards. We do have to meet the minimum 2.25 GPA. However, as an advisor, I do not allow any of my kids to have any Fs on the report card. So I need to stay up on them. I need to stay in touch with their teachers. I also need to meet with them after school, get the homework started, get them focused, get them organized on practicing their routines, practicing with each other. I also organize the community service events. Big component of the Step Off program is community service, and like Anthony was making mention of, getting on the community service and overcoming maybe some fears that you have of doing different kinds of activities and getting them involved and giving back to their community.
That's great. Jelena, how often do you practice on your step team?
When we enter practice, there's 45 minutes with homework. There's 30 with organization, and the rest is practice.
How about you, Anthony? I understand that both the male and the female team don't necessarily practice together, so how does your practice usually start?
It starts the same way as Jelena's do. We do homework for the first 45. Then after homework, we just run over a couple of things, see what we got to do, and then we go into stepping.
Okay. And Turquase, how about you? How often do you get to step or perform in shows?
When we step in school and we performed at Buffalo, the University of Buffalo. We stepped at the Dome and we stepped at school.
Okay. Do you enjoy stepping a lot?
Yes.
Very good. Ms. Wood, I wanted to ask you, how do students become involved with the STEP program? Is there a certain criteria that you use to choose students to participate on your team?
Yes. Well, for my students, there was a tryout in the beginning of the year. Many students come in and they say, I don't know how to step. I've never stepped before. But come a few months and they get into it, they become very good steppers. So I'm looking for somebody who is willing to work, willing to try hard. A big thing with me is also your grades and your behaviors and your attitudes. I don't allow any Fs. I know there is a 2.25 GPA minimum requirement to be on the STEP team, but I also don't allow my kids to have Fs and get up on stage. So how they are with their teachers and their behavior in school is also a big component. And their work ethic, are they willing to work? Do they have a good attitude when they come to me? They know they're doing homework. So there's many things that play a part in whether or not they can stay on this team.
That's great. Now, I understand you've been advising the team for 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
What do you see some of the benefits for the students who've been in the program for 2 years?
I see Tremendous, great improvement, and I would say that's definitely the biggest thing. I know the kids work hard to stay on the team. Teachers call me down to the rooms, your steppers doing this thing, talk to them so that they don't get suspension, and I do that. And I see definitely an improvement in attitude and behavior, a little bit more respect to teachers because they know they have something significant that they could lose.
So let's see, what keeps you in the program? Is there something special that keeps you in the program since it is your second year?
Maintaining my 2.50 and getting along with everyone.
Okay. Anthony, what do your grades look like this year, and how do you think step-offs contribute to that?
My grades are very good because the step-off is like something that you look forward to. Going through the year, you step at shows and things, you do other things, fun community stuff. So it really helped my grades improve and things.
This year is the 10th anniversary year for Rochester Step Off, and I know that your team performed last year in the big show. You have anything special in mind for this year's show?
Oh, absolutely. We are definitely out to go out there, have a great time, have a lot of fun. And the boys were definitely very nervous on stage, but coming off, it was a great experience for them, and they loved it. So we're looking to go out there, have a lot of fun, have a great show, work hard, enjoy yourselves, and just relax afterwards when it's all over.
Great. Anthony, what are some of the community service projects you've participated in being part of Rochester Step Off?
Brown Street, when you plant flowers and you put gravel on the grass so the plants won't get messed up. Then we do clay pots. Like one time we made a big old clay pot for Wall Street.
Jelena, have you done any different community service projects being on the female team?
Yes, we have went to St. Monica's Elementary School and taught some of the girls about stepping and teach them a few steps every Wednesday.
Ms. Wood, I understand that you're spending a lot of time with these students. Do you have good parent involvement, or how do the parents feel about this program?
Well, the Step Off organization, I would definitely say, helps parents help their kids to achieve whatever it is that their goals are for their kids. We are another pusher for the kids to get good grades. We are another encourager for them to perform well in school with their behaviors and to be respectful and to do community events. And the parents really appreciate that. You know, they like the fact that they can hold step over their kids' heads too. They say, listen, you're on the step team, you need to do this, you need to sit down and do your homework, you need to be responsible. So it's definitely a big plus for parents, and they do appreciate the Step Off organization's rules and things like that.
Thank you for joining us to discuss your program at Jefferson High School. I'm Patricia Mason, your host for a special edition of Students First. For more information about the Rochester Step Off Educational Foundation program, you can reach them at their website at www.rochesterstepoff.org. Thank you for watching.